on the city's North Shore. This is Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. He fields it from the 8. Already, we've got a loose football. And the fumble recovery is made. So never mind about who's receiving to start this game, Brock. Got ourselves a change of possession already, and this crowd is loving it.
And the first offense you'll see take the field is the whole team, which is practically sprinting out there to take advantage and keep this crowd humming.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they limit the damage just to 3 yards on that game. Tuipulotu in for the tackle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This one from an even 40 yards out. Boswell able to knock it through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that and drives ahead.
Even if it's not a touchdown, well, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. After that play, we see some concern out there, and now we know why. That's our top pick in the draft who's shaken up. Boy, they had big expectations for him this season. Hopefully, this turns out to be nothing. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Finding a more aggressive call on 2nd.
To go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one's good to McConkey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 3 on that game. And it brings up an LA first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And to the house he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. That's complete, David Njoku. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. That is exactly what they needed, Brock. The throw that gets him stabilized after a disastrous miscue early.
You know I love when coordinators show that kind of confidence, quickly reestablishing it with his quarterback, and now he can start playing like that pick 6 never happened.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Herbert from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers will have a first. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Hampton gets it from the pistol. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Air it out on third. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. The two in a row now have slipped away.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. Fielded at the 11. He dodged the tackle. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Offense to the line, second down. This time it's a passing play. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he's making a house call. Pick 6 for Los Angeles. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
Highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers cut it to a field goal game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Calvin Austin on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Howard. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third short, Howard. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that column.
Collects this at the 32. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Hampton. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Scoreboard shows 10-7. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Njoku, complete. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Hampton gets the handoff. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Back to Hampton. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a gain of 4, and the Chargers will have a first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. Caught just shy of the goal line. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1. Trying the sneak, it's Herbert. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Chargers take a second quarter lead. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 14, Steelers 10.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Dante Kent with the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll work against the blitz. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, second and 10, still from the 30. Back to throw now. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Great pass there from the rookie out of Georgia, and a new set of downs for him, too.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Austin makes the grab downfield. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a second quarter lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers push their lead to 3.
17. Chargers 14. Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Running it with Hampton. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. pistol. It's Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Now an inside give to Hampton. He's got a gain of 6 there. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Steelers 17.
The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. Kent on the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Became Metcalf, the intended receiver. So that brings up second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. This is a heater going deep. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throw here, third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Throwing on first is Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Give him 24 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 now from the 30. They put a receiver in motion right. He's got it in the red zone. And he's out of bounds downs on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll toss it to Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
They got out ahead of that one. A good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 2-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Hampton. Can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Herbert back to throw. The back's got it. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal. Herbert from the gun. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Dicker on now for the PAT. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Fields the hard squib kick.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. First down, play action. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. They're set up at the 35 now. They're looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. And this one is launched downfield. That one connects. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Kent on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First and 10, looking to throw. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They're throwing it. And he sure gave us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll air it out on third. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. He's got it inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now.
Steelers 25.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. On the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. Shotgun give to Hampton. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Trying to throw this from the gun. He just keeps finding McConkey. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First and 10. Here's Hampton. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. He's smart and won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Kate, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. For an LA touchdown. The Chargers making a 9-point advantage. Dicker on now for the PAT.
Cameron Dicker for the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers make it a 10-point ball game.
Steelers 21.
Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. Kent on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. On him quick, and they bring it down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes it the impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Looking to throw here. He's got it deep downfield. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Pass play coming here. Throws caught. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Warren here from the gun. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
39-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
This time it's a passing play. It's a screen play to Warren. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Hampton now up the middle. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
We've reached the end of 3 in our week 1 opener. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. It's everything he has under this one. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get him on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. Oh, try forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Draw play here, Hampton. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That run may not have gotten you a 1st, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Hampton gets it from the pistol. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Looking to return from the 29. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the 1st game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completed left side to Samuel. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Connects on the crosser. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 10.
42. Steelers 32. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here comes Davis. Good work so far, he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. On the carry, it's Hampton. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On 1st down, they'll run. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw, Herbert. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers got to score in a hurry. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Looking in the air here. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Sticking to the air here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Okay, can I be honest with you about something right here? Really curious about young quarterbacks when they struggle. And there's part of me that, yeah, this isn't great, and he's going through tremendous adversity. But I love that he continues to be aggressive.
They'll run it here with Hampton. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. The Steelers calling their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They'll run now on second down. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to the back. They gave him 4 yards before he stopped. Brock gets second down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. So the Chargers take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from Pittsburgh.